Well, with Mount Hood in the background and fresh Pacific air in front of us, and also hopefully no homeless people anywhere in the vicinity, we'd like to welcome you to Portland International Raceway, home of today's Hankook 135, as we get ready to go for, I don't know what round of the championship this is, but either way, it should promise to be a good one as the Electric Racing Tour Hankook E-Cup Series makes preparations to head into its fourth iteration of Hankook, or of Ionity Overdrive. But a road course stop here, finally back in the United States. We were in Brazil last week, and now we're here in the United States for the next couple of rounds before we suit up to head north of the border to head to Canada in Milk River, Alberta. But that is still a couple of weeks away. But we're here now in Portland, this place, the home of the NTT IndyCar Series, as well as the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. This place always promises to put on a heck of a show. Also, we are not the first ones to race electric cars on this racetrack, as Formula E hosted a round of the championship here in Portland as well. But with that being said, let's head into your Hankook driver spotlight as we get ready to head into today's race. Starting off with Narrows, surprisingly a bad fast car. Narrows Arrows will be looking for their. I still think they're still looking for their first career win. As Raffy's teleported his car right in front of me. I think Narrows is still looking for that elusive first win, and if they didn't win last week, no, Raffy's did, so oops. But Narrows was pretty fast in Brazil, so we're hoping to see something out of them as well here today. Still looking for that first win, and if it's going to be going anywhere, it's going to be on a road course. However, the winner of last week's race in Brazil was Raffy's, got his second career win in the Electric Racing Tour. He'll be looking to go back-to-back for the first time in his ERT career. The Peruvian looking bad fast, also qualifying on pole. This, I believe, is back-to-back poles. Yes, it is. It is back-to-back poles. He also qualified on pole for the race in Brazil. So getting some pretty decent points heading into the late stretch of the season. Also now looking at it is going to be Michelina. She is only last because she did not qualify. However, she is always someone to keep a look at. Still looking for that second win of her career, as she won last in Spain when we were up at the Bilbao Airport circuit earlier on in the season. That number 87 Ford Mustang Mach-E still looking for a really good run as we head into the late part of the season. Your truck champion trying to get the Cup trophy as well. With that being said, we'd like to please ask you, if you are able, please rise and remove head cover as we get ready for the playing of the United States National Anthem, as soon as I figure out how the frickin' bot works. One sec. I keep forgetting which bot it is that... U.S. Army Band. Drivers, start your engines. Shut up. Can we not? Please, thank you. Also, if Angel gets if the stream gets copyrighted, then Angel's gonna ram her fist up my ass. So I'd rather not have that happen today. Anyway, drivers are all ready to go. Today's race, the scheduled distance is 40 laps around Portland International Raceway. So we will probably be here as they have been doing 75-second lap times. Probably will not. Oh crap! We do not have pit stalls. Well then. I'm gonna get that up real quick. Hold on a second. Yeah, I know, Yanov. Shut up. We're gonna do we're gonna just put in temporary pit stalls here. There's been a lot of stuff going on all week, so I was out of town on Friday and Saturday, staying over at a buddy's place. So I obviously could not do. I meant to put in the frickin' pit stalls earlier this morning, and I knew I was forgetting something. We were supposed to put in our permanent pit stalls here at Portland, but I forgot. So that is completely my fault. But it's a very, very quick fix. So we're gonna just take that real quick. So we are under red flag conditions here at Portland due to ineptitude on my part. So. Just hold tight with us if you're watching here on Perez Sports Network. But like we said, today's race will be 40 laps today. This is a pretty good lap count for a road course race here in the Electric Racing Tour. However, I think it will be well worth it. As we usually have seen pretty good shows here at Portland International. I remember back to just a couple of seasons ago. In season 4, we had we had Matthew win the race on fuel mileage, so that should definitely we're probably going to see something a little similar here today. You should be able to last 20 laps on a full charge. I also forgot to put down this thing here, so we're going to take a time to reset the server real quick. So we're not gonna nuke the server this time. We're just gonna do this. Okay. Let me join the server first, guys. I'll let you know when it's clear. All clear. All clear. Okay, everyone's back into the server. So for those who were wondering why the stream was black, I just needed to do that real quick. So sorry about that. I didn't really think that I didn't have this. I mean, I thought I had the stalls in. I guess I didn't, but I'm gonna just nest myself up here. We're not going to do the anthems again. Don't worry. So just I'm gonna nest myself right here. We do not have lights here at Portland like you would on a normal circuit racetrack. Oh shoot! People need to be teleported. So Raffy's is still up at the skybox. So I guess I can't rest up here in the box. I have to be actually down here and do my job. So here you go, Rappies. Most important driver we have, the freaking pole sitter. Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, that's right, because I only temp modded you. So 40 laps of chaos. Hopefully you guys know how to behave yourselves. I also didn't do the most famous words in the Electric Racing Tour. I'm just gonna stay up here in the stands. I'm a spectator today. Alright, 6 drivers today. And I don't know why Yanov's in the car. I don't think I didn't see the chat, by the way. If Yanov wants to race, he knows what car he's in, so. Well, Yanov, you could still like make decisions and stuff, right? You know, you can still officiate. You're just gonna have to use the chat, and I'll help relay messages too, so don't worry. All right, but with that being said, the drivers are all ready to go. But we need to make sure. Drivers, are you ready? Awesome. So, 6 drivers today. We had 5 attempt to qualify, so this is about a normal field for us here in the ERT Cup Series. Hopefully that'll change next season with a couple of truck talents coming up. But, but with that being said, 11 minutes into the stream, but with that, drivers are all ready to go. Countdown will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green flag in the air here from Portland. And for the first time since Season 4, the Electric Racing Tour is back in Portland and on a new model of the racetrack, and Marcel sends them all in. Narrows give up the position. I know you were sent. And Marcel's going to get a 1 out of 3 for that. There are braking boards for a reason, y'all. Use them. By the way, corner cut limit is 10. You will get a 1 out of 3 once you get up to the 10 corner cuts. The corner cut the corner cut detectors are placed very favorably, like 3 cars length off the racing surface. So it is your fault if you cannot keep it within that. But the 84 getting a bunch of cars stacking up behind the 87, pushed off by the 16. We got trouble. 3 cars, 4 cars. Caution is out. Multiple cars involved. That's the big one here in Portland. Oh my dear Lord, that was awful. A horrendous accident there. Coming into the final sector, but Michelin is now having a stroke. And somebody else joined. I don't know who it was. Oh, no, it wasn't. Yeah, it was a racing incident, but that Marcel incident was definitely avoidable. Pit road is closed, by the way. Not sure why. Oh, Sushi's gone. Well, Sushi, you didn't miss much. So just line up in the position you were in. Pit road is closed. Wonder what my ping is. I think I joined on Narrow's server. Apparently not, because I'm at 133, so that's about baseline for me. Okay. Oh, and Sushi. Sorry. Awesome. So with that, we are all ready to go. Drivers, are you ready? Treat this like a truck racing cup cars, guys. Lock in. Oh, shit. Sorry, 24. Ignore that. For the love of Christ, guys, there are braking boards. Please use them. You need to brake a lot. You need to get down into, like, I can't remember if it's first gear or second gear, but you got to get into one of those lower gears to make that corner. So keep that in mind. Countdown will begin. 3, 2, 1. I'm actually really impressed. The countdown's actually not broken yet today. Second gear. Second gear. Oh, God. 87 and 7 just completely screwed it. Surprised they didn't get any corner cut things added to their thing, so a verbal was given to the 87 by Impartial, so he's getting a test run today as an official. I don't know why he's not racing. He is signed to a cup team, but Sushi is going to try to hold off the 24. So far clean, but the 24, a little bit of short track bumping and banging. The 24 with a fantastic lunge down into the corner. What a move by the Hungarian rookie. Not even full-time this season in the Cup Series, but he is leading the Truck Championship. The trucks are off this week. They're also off next week. They'll be racing at Southern Alberta in July. So they come in through the S's. I assume that's what those are. Marcel trying to hold on to the position as Sushi, debuting a brand new scheme for the World Cup. Mexico did qualify for the round of 32, so what a perfect time for them to be driving this this Mexico-inspired car. And they lunge down into turn one. It's usually a lot better of a corner once we get under green flag conditions. There is no stages. Please, impartial, please set your stages to 0 on your ticker, please. Oh, the 84 misjudges the corner. It is a deceiving corner. It kind of does look like one of those heavy braking or one of those let-off zones, but you kind of have to brake a little bit in that corner. Not so much for the rest of the corner, but it is a pretty easy racetrack to navigate yourself around. It is a little narrow, but the layout is pretty simple. Yes, 40 laps, impartial, 40 laps. 40 laps, stages to 0. That is my fault for not setting that as the default in the first place, but so we are a little spread out, so depending on whether you're a driver or a spectator, that is a very good thing, or a race official. It does make my job a little bit harder, though. I have to now actually find battles on the track, of which actually there is one. Raffi's and Michelina are battling, kind of battling for first here, although Michelina is still trying to get onto the coattails here of that 7. Remember, Raffi's actually won at Brazil last week. He's trying to get back-to-back wins, both of them on road courses. He won at an oval last season as his first career win. He's now looking for career win numero 3 here at Portland up in the Pacific Northwest. Michelina also looking for her second career win. Her last win came at Bilbao earlier on, also a road course, a temporary road course at that. This is a permanent road course, though. Both of these drivers looking for their first win on a permanent road course. But Raffi's currently has the advantage. And also, Ionity fastest lap going to Funny Raffi's. Ionity, proud presenting partner of the fastest lap award, who goes to who will go to the fastest race time of the session. That'll be 5 bonus points. Of course, this brought to you by Ionity, the official electric vehicle charging station of the Electric Racing Tour. And a good corner there from Michelina, at least thus far. That is a very difficult corner. I've had so many incidents in that. Oh, Marcel's going to have a stroke. I've done that plenty of times in my road racing career, and Sushi is parking it. Sushi's parking the car. Oh, and that is a car that we thought was going to have an impact here today. They were having a kind of a good race, at least by our eye test, but we're now down to 5 drivers here in the field. Funny Raffi's continues to lead, followed by Michelina, then Narrows. Narrows was one of our favorites to win here. However, they have to try and navigate their way past Michelina first. And we're getting into that point of the race where they should be getting about halfway on battery here. And battery mileage, you will have to pit at least once. Even if you save like hell, you're going to have to pit at least once under green flag conditions here at Portland, unless cautions come out. And Michelina is reporting 78%, so so she's saving pretty well, actually. But because I'm bad at fuel saving, I did not make it more than a lap without dropping down to 95, so. And Narrows trying to chase down this 87 car of Michelina. This is her last race driving that Kyle Busch Memorial Scheme. And she is driving like rowdy right now. That 87 car is that I know that that is not the driver's fault. For some reason, the car has been, it was locking up in that specific corner when I was testing the setups, and I'm not sure why. I will not fault the drivers if they overshoot that corner. It doesn't matter how far you brake, and Michelina gets a little bit of slippage. Narrows tries to make a dive bomb down to the inside. Michelina able to hold on. Narrows made a bit of a mistake there. Now as they come back out onto the main straight, Michelina holds on, but Narrows is going to have a little bit of draft coming into the first corner. On board with Narrows, this is going to be your good kid onboard camera as they try to navigate into the first corner. Narrows hits the inside wall. Narrows overshoots. They get into it. 87 at the 10, and it's going to stay green. Impartial, Yanov, I will let you guys decide what you want to do from there. And they want to give the 10 a 1 out of 3. But they're going to oh, I accidentally opened up the calculator on my thing, but here they go. The 10 is going to get a 1 out of 3 for that. However, they're still battling with that 87, the two rookies, Narrows and Michelina. And a barrel tap. That is a bump and run there by the 10. Nothing too egregious. That's just racing. Michelina's going to try to make a move back in on them. Narrows driving down to the inside of the racetrack. Michelina tailing them down this back stretch here, moving into the S's. And the 87 to the back bumper of the 10. She's going to run right through them. Narrows is not happy. Return to center into the 87. Oh, the officials, I wonder what they're going to have for that. That was retaliation by the 10. The 87 raced them extremely clean, or extremely dirty there. And Narrows is claiming that it was accidental. However, I kind of have an inkling that it wasn't. But Michelina is going to try to get back, and you know Michelina is going to race pissed off for the rest of this race whenever she sees that number 10 car in front of her. And Impartial wants a drive-through. He's going to consult Yanov. I honestly think it might have just been kind of just one of those things where Narrows would probably be in the right there, the way the 87 was racing them. However, it might have also been a racing incident too, because that tire barrier, it is very easy to send someone into those barriers. So I'm going to let Yanov give his verdict before I make any final decisions. Although ROBLOX is trying... And Yanov wants to give the 87 a 1 out of 3, so I'm not sure. The 87 did kind of start that. I'm just going to let this go as a racing incident, personally. Oh, never mind. Impartial made the call for me, so the 87 is going to get a 1 out of 3. So I guess it's 2-1. If Impartial agrees with Yanov's decision, I'm just going to let that one go. Something's apparently wrong with Marcel. Oh, never mind. He was just getting in through. But Marcel was actually starting to get up to that 87 car. Speaking of which, that battle for second is back on. Meanwhile, Raffies is laughing his happy ass to the bank because he is up 10.4 seconds over second place. So this is just costing themselves here time, as the 87 will make a move, and the 10 is going to dump the 87. That's a 1 out of 3, 100%. And the 10 is going to be put on a 2 out of 3 total. That is blatant. Man, tempers are flaring here at Portland, and we're not even halfway through yet. The road courses tend to bring out the tempers. The 10 and the 87. Could we see a rivalry? Could this be marketing for Perez Sports Network that we could use to our advantage? And Narrows, like I said, keeps claiming that it's an accident. However, I just have an inkling that that 10 is not happy with the way that the 87's been racing them. Could that be storylines? Maybe. Could it be an actual accident? Yeah, possibly. But for marketing reasons, we need a rivalry here. Yeah, Yanov does have a point. Accidental can still be penalized. You could accidentally shoot a child in the street and you'll still get arrested for it, so... Your pants could accidentally fall down in the street. You could still get charged with indecent exposure, so... Got a little bit of a toe here off the 10, trying to get back to that 87. This battle for second has been the bloodiest battle all day. A lot of casualties. The 87 got sent into this tire barrier here as they come across. That was many laps ago, but that 10 and 87 have been going at it all day so far. And surprisingly, under green flag conditions, these guys have been able to behave themselves into this first corner. And now I'm kind of wondering what we're going to be seeing here in terms of pit cycles. Whether, the 10 made a little bit of contact to the 87. The 10's going to give a little bit of a bump coming in through this little carousel. I don't even think you could call that a carousel, really. 10 kind of has to let off a little bit there. They will lose a little bit of time as a result, but they might have the advantage as they use the apex entering into this corner now, into this little corkscrew section. Will they have the break? No, they said the 87. I see what happened there, though. The 10 was trying to make that move to the inside. Unfortunately, a little bit of a racing incident. I will let that one go. Michelina with a wheel hop going into the apex. The 10 going down the back straightaway, trying to get the tail going in through the lake. Now into the S's section, another heavy braking zone. Michelina makes a mistake, but so does Narrows. Narrows could have the lead going into the final corner. And meanwhile, Marcel, we barely even mentioned him today. He's waiting for a mistake from Narrows and Michelina. He's been waiting in the shadows all day. Still the lone Tesla in the field, driving for Angelic Racing. He's looking for a good result here today, here in Portland. Marcel trashing the manufacturer that's given him a cup ride, but there was also contact between Narrows and Michelina into that little chicane there. Narrows gets tight into the corner, misjudges it. That's going to give Michelina some time. Narrows, this has been one of their best corners, this little section. As soon as I say that, I guess the commentator's curse is real, but they're going to try and make a lunge down into this little hairpin section. Oh, just barely off the coattail there. And now they're going to try to trail back down into the back straightaway, down through the lake. And Narrows gets a little tight on the back stretch here as they're going to try to make a move down into this little S's section leading up into the drag strip. What has Narrows got for Michelina? And Impartial is threatening a time penalty, somewhat like a stop penalty, or like not a stop penalty, but like having Narrows let off. But Narrows is going to make a lunge and keeps both tires in on the chicane and gains a ton of time there. Oh, gets to the advantage. Michelina tries to hold the outside. Doors the 10. It makes a pass. They've cleared the 87 for now. Michelina trying to wind up for a pass. Looks to the outside. The 10 goes to block. Now to the corner panel. Lunging into the hairpin. The 10 overshoots it, but so does the 87. A heck of a battle for second place here. Meanwhile, Raffies has gained 7 seconds since we've last checked in on him. He's leading. He's dominating this race here. Looking to go back-to-back here in the Cup Series. And the 10 off the curb, and now trying to make a lunge into the corner. Michelina sends it in. Doesn't really make any contact with the 10. But Michelina still hanging top. Oh, Marcel gets into the tire barrier there and just in our frame. Let's see, our M&M's onboard camera. Michelina trying to go into turn 1. Narrows makes a mistake, but so does Michelina. They both make a equal effort into the corner there. I want to keep an eye on Raffies to see if he's going to be running into lap traffic, because we know Glenn currently sitting last place, 34 seconds back. I think they got about half a track there of a distance, and Narrows makes a mistake into the corner there. Michelina bumps the 10 going in and now trying to go around. Oh, trying to go around the inside, but Narrows said nah. Michelina probably should have stuck to the inside, or sorry, to the outside, I meant to say. Oh, the 10 goes for a ride. This is going to give Michelina an opportunity that could have been the second caution of the day had Narrows flipped. Okay, Narrows, give up a little bit of time there. Okay, there you go. That's good. That's good. I should have put a CC down there, but I think I did. Michelina leads him into the corner there. This is also, by the way, still the battle for second in case you're just tuning in. But this has been the most entertaining. Oh, the 10! That's all they go! Okay, that's 2 cars. Caution is out. Caution is out. Pit road will be open. Race back to the line. And that is not what Raffies wanted to see. And we've been racing for 20 minutes now. We are now at the halfway point of this race, so we are pretty much running about where we should be on schedule. And Raffies, yep, Impartial is right. A 19-second gap just completely gone. And this battle, by the way, between Narrows and Michelina is still coming. As they, meanwhile, Marcel, we keep neglecting him, but he's got a chance here to get these 2 positions if they screw up royally here. Michelina holds on to it coming. Oh, no, tire barrier. Michelina chokes it. Narrows is going to get through. Narrows is going to get second, coming back to the line. Marcel will still chill in 4th. Imagine if that's what we see coming to the line, but pit road is open. Once Blend crosses the line, you guys are cleared to come back to pit road. All right, you guys are clear to line up at pit road. Pit road is open this time by. And of course, once the runoff occurs, we will lock the servers. So for those who are for drivers that are watching, that are eligible to race, you literally have until they are done with their pit stops and lining up and stuff like that to get your ass onto the racetrack. So we knew that battle was going to cause a yellow one way or another. It should be Narrows, then Michelina, then Marcel, then Blend. There we go. Actually, Narrows and Michelina will likely be to the back as well for cause of caution. So Marcel, you actually are going to be 3rd. Once this is all said and done. Well, that depends on how bad you do on pit road, but ready, pit road. Wow, this countdown has not broken yet, although I do believe it's a matter of time. Just communicate with each other. Make sure you know what stalls you're going to. This is not your permanent pit stalls this week because I'm a lazy ass. I had all the time in the world to get those put in and I didn't. So that is completely my fault. But everyone's into pit road. Impartial and Yanov, please make sure you're watching these red lights here. I have a feeling that Raffies jumped the light there, but I can't prove it. Okay. So Narrows and Michelina win the race off pit road. Unfortunately, they will be to the back for cause of caution, so please keep that in mind. So that means Blend. It's either going to be Blend or Marcel leading now. Oh. Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm sorry. I saw a white car and I thought it was just... I thought it was Marcel. I don't know. We can review the film. Hold on. We'll review the film. So after further review here, yeah, it was in fact. Oh wait, no, hold on. Yeah, it was Raffies. I'm stupid. So it's Raffies, Marcel, then Blend, and then after that it'll be Narrows and Michelina. Raffies is gonna choose the inside, is he? Remember, Raffies, you're the leader. You have choice whether you want the inside or the outside. Okay, Raffies will choose inside. Marcel will go outside. So, all right. Don't kill each other, for the love of Christ. Countdown. Or I got to change laps first. So we'll be restarting here with 18, 17, or 18 or 9. I think it's 19 laps. Yeah, 19 laps to go. We'll be restarting with 19 laps to go. Do not kill each other into turn 1. Countdown will begin in 3, 2, and now it broke. Go. Green flag back in the air off the second caution of the day. It's been a very clean race, all things considered. Bland's gonna try to make a move. Bland is gonna die. Bland, slow down, slow down, slow down. Get off onto the grass, we're safe. I'm gonna say you're good now. Okay, you're good. Bland, by the way, is halfway to the 1 out of 3. Raffy's just kind of stuck himself on the grass there, and Bland is gonna get screwed. As they all just continue to go in like chickens with their heads cut off, and Raffy's is just running the best race of his life so far. This is easily the best that we've seen Raffy's done all season. Now watch him choke the lead. So if I had to make a prediction, I think they might be okay on battery. At least the bulk of them are. I know Michelina's been doing pretty well saving. $16's going to get a verbal warning for forcing another driver off the track. That's coming in from Electric Racing Tour officials. So race control, given that verbal, it's not a 1 out of 3, but it is still a heads up there to the 16. Michelin is saving at the pump. What pump? These are electric vehicles. I thought we had 5. What the hell happened to Blen? No, seriously, what happened to Blen? Blen's still in the server. Blen, are you DNF'd? Where the hell did you... I'm checking general. Okay. So now we're down to 4 drivers, unfortunately. Oh, and look at that. Marcel around the inside. Tried to battle the 87. The 87 pushes him off the track. And tails are down. That was legal. However, I have a feeling the 87 is going to try to retaliate when she gets a wide opportunity to do so. And trying to set up this corner is making me nervous. 87 pushes the 24. I told you. What did I tell you? Just a little bump and run, but it doesn't quite work. The 24 bumps her down the back straightaway. Coming to 16 to go once Raffy's crosses the line, but right now 17 laps to go in the Hankook. 135. 20. Oh, a wheel hop. So 87. 87. That is, if you complete this pass, I'm gonna give the 1 out. Yep. So, wait, hold on. Yeah, you're good now. You let off. You're let off. You're good. You're good. You're good. The 87 went into the grass to start the pass. And into the turn 1. Narrows, takes advantage, almost cleans the 87 out like an enema. Oh, here we go. A good bump there off the 87 to the 24. And the 24 is off into the grass. Went a little wide there. 87 looking to the inside, has the apex. 24 goes for the block. Raffy's starting to pull away again. He's got almost a 5-second split at the line. Narrows goes way off. That may have cost Narrows a little bit of time. This battle for second place has been the contested position all day. And the 24 gets a bit of a... So that might actually help him a little bit. Legal. He stays there. 80... Oh, the 24 goes wide. Ooh, that could have been bad, but disaster avoided, and we know the 24 has been making enemies with that tire barrier in the final corner. 87 goes in for the send. They both kind of kill. Oh, the 10, just let them go. It's fine. Yeah, there you go. You're good. The 10 severely misjudged the corner there. And sometimes when you're focused on the car ahead of you, it can be a little difficult to maintain that line. You kind of are more focused on the car in front of you and not the braking point. Sometimes that happens to the best of drivers. However, it really happened to Narrows there. I think they were just trying to keep their sights on the 24 and the 87. But here comes, speaking of the 87, Narrows around the inside, makes a move to the 87, still hasn't cleared her. Michelina gets the position back. This is the battle for third now. Narrows gets a hop off the apex there, and now Michelina is going to be trying to get Marcel back in her sights. A three-way battle for second potentially here. Marcel goes wide off the racetrack, cuts back in the 87. Now the 10's going to make it her problem here. And the 10's going to get the 87 back onto that position. Now Michelina drops down to fourth place. Marcel's held on to second place pretty well here. 87, oh, outbreaks the 10, gets the position back. Narrows coming back to the corner panel. Michelina all over the back bumper of the 24. This is some of the best racing we have seen all season. 24, I'm just going to say just a verbal to the 24 there. You kept it in the grass for a very long time there, dude. And the 87 will get that position finally. She's been trying to hunt down the 20s or the 24 all the past couple of laps since we restarted the race. I have a feeling we're going to see a wreck here eventually because these guys have been going at it for quite a while. You can't have a blanket under these cars for so long, not in row racing anyway, without a wreck happening. It's only a matter of time. But Marcel gets aggressive in through the S's, keeps it good there. And now he's going to try to ride along the apex there, and now he's going to, ooh, I thought he had a better corner exit there, but Michelina ended up getting the better corner exit. 24 is going to get that toe down the front straightaway. 13 laps to go, by the way, here at Portland. Coming back down into the heavy braking zone, into the chicane. 24 screws it up. Narrows might have an opportunity. Narrows will have an opportunity. Down the inside they go. Marcel tries to stick to the rumble strip there, and Narrows will get by. They'll get third place. 24's not giving up on it just yet. And the 10 goes wide into the grass. And Marcel just lost 2 positions in the span of a lap. He's going to have to try to hunt that back down. He might have a silver lining here with Narrows. We know how they've been aggressive with the 87 all day. Narrows lunges down the inside, and it does not stick. And this is going to give Marcel an opportunity to battle for third place here. Michelina with wide open, clean air in front of her. Down the back straightaway, entering into the S's. I guess the S, singular. Narrows with a good corner there. They're trying to chase down the 87. I still think that 10 might be the faster car compared to the 87. Speaking of fast cars, let's take a look at your Ionity fastest lap, brought to you by Ionity, the official electric vehicle charging station of the Electric Racing Tour. Funny Raffies currently leads with a 109.518. That is your fastest lap of the race so far, and that matches his qualifying pace pretty well as well. So we kind of knew that number 7 car was going to be the car to beat coming into this race. He's looking to go back-to-back here. As long as the caution doesn't come out, it might be smooth sailing for that Red Bull Chevrolet. The number 10 of Narrows Arrows continuing to hunt down that M&M's Ford, I almost said Chevrolet, of Michelina Baranina, driving that number 87 car, still holding on to second place. These drivers don't even have a snowball's chance in hell of winning this race, but they could at least get that second step on the podium. And the battle for second has been where it's been at all day. Raffies has been kind of leaving his fellow competitors in the dust as he's about ready to start his 30th lap of the race. 11 laps to go here in Portland, here in the Pacific Northwest. And it will not be our last race in the northwest quadrant of the United States, or the northwest part of this little part, or I guess, well, It also will not be our last race in this part of North America as well. We're heading up to Alberta in a couple of weeks at the new Southern Alberta Speedway in Milk River near the Montana border. And the 87 and the 10 racing again into the carousel here. Funny Raffies has put a couple of seconds on Michelina at the line on that last one. Now the 10, a switch back here. The 87 to the outside. Will she stick with it? No, she'll try to go to the bottom. The 10 goes in and makes a good little block. I don't even think that they even intended for the block there, but the inside was a beautiful opportunity for Michelina, but again, she kind of made a mistake like that earlier in the race. She could have had a good run on the outside. Unfortunately, it just did not work that way. She kind of went to the inside there, and the 10 closed the gap. Plugged it up like a sink drain into that little braking zone there. That is one of the heaviest braking zones. There are 3 heavy braking zones here at Portland, and those are your greatest passing opportunities. Michelina, oh, and the 10. Let off a little bit, 10, let off. Let the 87 get to you. Okay, you're good, you're good, you're good. Remember, Narrows is on a 2 out of 3. I really do not want to give him a 3 out of 3, considering we are only down to 4 drivers here, but 10 lap. Oh, the 87 pushes the 10 off the racetrack. Wasn't a send, it was just a little love tap. Oh, but the 10's pissed off. Kept 2 tires on the racing surface. That was legal, however, a little bit ill-advised. The 87 bumps the 10 out of the way. Marcel's going to give a shove to the back end. And this race is back on for second between Marcel, Narrows, and Michelina. Marcel's been biding his time this whole time here. Now he'll look to the inside, looks to the quarter panel. He'll go, he goes wide on the corner. Oh, and Narrows is, oh no. Narrows is at 10 corner cuts. Unfortunately, I have no choice anymore. That's a 3 out of 3 for the number 10 Chevrolet. Oh, that's too bad. Make sure you delete your car, by the way. I'm sorry. Oh, you got... That doesn't... You still got 10 corner cuts. I'm sorry. You still got 10 corner cuts. All right, well, that's all right. Yeah, all right, fine. If other officials are saying it, Narrows, respawn your car. You can reach. You can just merge when they come back around. Okay, that's my fault. How many times did Michelina force the 10 into the CC? So you should be at 8 corner cuts then. Oh, and Marcel pushes the 87. To be fair, we've been watching that battle this entire race, so we could just go back in the film and see, but... Yep. Oh, Narrows, that would have been your opportune... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. They'll kill each other in the chicane anyway. It's fine. I'll change your laps. So 8 laps to go here in Portland. Raffies has actually gotten a bigger gap than what he had in that last green flag run. So this is going to be very interesting indeed as to how this is going to end in terms of second place. Raffies has pretty much run away with this. If this race stays green, this is going to be basically his race unless he either has to leave for whatever ungodly reason. And I think... And funny, Raffies crosses the line again. He started his 34th lap of the race. 34 out of 40, the scheduled distance. We have 7 laps to go here in Portland. And in case you're just tuning in, this is the Hankook 135, the 12th round of the championship in the Electric Racing Tour, the Electric Racing Tour's 5th season. Only a few races to go until overdrive. Right now, we are currently sitting... Yep, this is actually round 13. I apologize. After this, next week, oh, good move there by the 24. The 87, unfortunately, did not really trust the throttle going into the corner, but that she might have an opportunity. A small love tap to the 24. 87 tries to make a move on the inside. Hasn't quite cleared Marcel. Marcel sticks to the inside. Michelina to the outside. Michelina makes the outside work. What did I tell you? She's learned her lessons with the last couple of attempts in that corner. The outside works for her. They're side by side down the backstretch. 24 has it. 24 gets out in front of her, continues to hold that second position. 6 laps to go here. And a tap to the 87. Will the 24 stick to the inside? Yes, he will. Keeps it going into the corner. Michelina not able to get the position. She might still have that toe, though, coming back down to the front stretch. The Polish and the Hungarian drivers going at it. The two countries bordering each other, and now the 87 down the inside, tries to get a move. Marcel continues to hold on, despite the aggression from the 87. Oh, and the 87 is going to go wide. Marcel will hold on for now. And what a stand there by Marcel, a heck of a battle, but it's not over yet. The 87 is going to reignite the battle as the 24 makes a mistake. Gonna have to watch what happens here in this little hairpin. I don't even think you could call it really a hairpin, but it almost reminds me of that first corner at Bahrain, and to an extent the final corner. And Marcel holds on to it, but Michelina with the toe down the back straightaway as Rafi's just crossed the line. He started his 35th lap of the or his 36th lap of the race. 5 laps to go here in Portland. Marcel clips the tire barrier. Like we said, I don't expect pit stops to come, but you never know. Yeah, it does. I think that was intentional how they designed that. It is the first corner at Monza. Oh, Michelina thought she was going to get second out of that corner, to be completely honest, but she lost a lot of time in corner exit. Well, the package we brought to Portland certainly has produced a fantastic show as Marcel screws it up. He might have a chance to go for a switchback, though. He has that inside corner. He's going to bump the 87. The 87 holds on. 24 goes wide. Uses the apex. Narrows getting to the back now. The 24, they're starting to get back into this race. 24 has the inside, and it makes the inside stick. What a move by Marcel. That's been his favorite corner all day. He's been making some hellacious moves in that corner. 4 laps to go as Rafi's crosses the line. Only a handful of laps to go here in Portland. Rafi's, like we said, unless a caution comes out, which is not out of the question, he could win this race. Marcel with a move down the inside. If a caution does come out, I have a feeling it's going to be at this final corner with the tire barrier. But Narrows is starting to... Narrows is really starting to reel him in. Checking in another update on your Ionity fastest lap. Funny Rafi's still with a 109.518. I think he actually has improved a little bit on his race time. He's just doing hot laps at this point, trying to secure that Ionity fastest lap. If he wins this race, and unless Michelina or Narrows get a faster lap, Narrows kind of used the 87 as a pick there. They both kind of go a little... Oh, never mind. Narrows did not go wide there. I thought they would. And Marcel forces them outside into the grass. Here goes Michelina making a dive bomb. Tries to get 2 positions in one corner. She has it. Oh, no. She might. And she clears Marcel. 2 positions in one corner for the 87. Can you believe what you just saw? Marcel trying to set up a pass into the S's, a higher speed part of the racetrack. Marcel tailing the 87, has her to the outside. Marcel transitions to the inside. Got a little bit of faster time there, but the 87 holds on. 3 laps to go. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is the battle for second. Rapids has pretty much all but won this race, but this battle for second, this is still points on the line. Oh, we got trouble. 24 to the inside, now the 87. I'm just going to say 87 let off a little bit there. Let the 24 get up to you a little. Okay, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. I should have told you a little sooner. That's my bad. Well, that's okay because the 24 is going to screw it anyway. I never thought I'd be so excited about a battle for second place in my life. This is crazy. The 87. Oh, the 10 packs the 87 a little bit there. Narrows, by the way, you are one corner cut away from being disqualified. Please watch your corners here. I understand you're trying to get up into second place here, but the 87 car still holding on. Marcel technically not even going for points. He's going to be listed as a rookie if he goes full-time next year. But that number 24 car is continuing to have the race of his life. Looking for second place. A hell of a result could be in the cards here. 2 laps to go here in Portland. And the 87 car continues to hold on for now. They cross the line. Michelina, Marcel, and Narrows. Blen and Sushi unfortunately retired for the race a long time ago. Trouble. The 24 pushes the 87 out of the way. All tires were at the very least on the rubble strip, but the 87 gets it back. Marcel's had a lot of trouble in this corner, though. He usually goes wide into this little carousel. Not this time so far, though. He holds on to it. He's still trying to force the issue onto the inside. Marcel lets off. That just cost him a little bit of time. And Raffy's onto the front straightaway here as they come into the corner. Raffy's comes across. 1 lap to go, presented by Hankook. And it's home free for Raffy's. I think even if he screws up, he'll still probably win this race, considering how far in front he is. But this battle for second is still raging on. The most convincing race we have ever seen Raffy's run ever in the Electric Racing Tour. He deserves this win. But second, third, and fourth will cross the line to start their 40th and final lap. Raffy's into the final little, second to last little braking zone here. He's onto the back stretch. He's coasting a little bit. He knows he's won this one. And Narrows and Marcel battling each other here as they get ready to get up into this little wind up here. And Raffy's into the final corner here. We'll keep an eye on him, but the 10 and Marcel battling into the final corner. The 10 sends it in down the inside. Narrows doesn't quite make it stick. And funny Raffy's down the back straight or on the front straightaway. Raffy's will go back-to-back in the Electric Racing Tour. He will win at Portland for his 3rd career win. And now this could be the final chance here. The battle for third. Michelina may have just locked up second. Now the 10, back goal! The 10's gonna run right through the 24! Oh, I don't know how to call that one. Yanov and impartial. You might have to be impartial on this one. And the 10's gonna let him through. So Marcel will get third. Narrows will concede on their own terms, and they will get 4th place. And a verbal to the 10, although you do have to give a hats off there. They did let the drivers through. Don't worry, Narrows, it's only a verbal. It's not a 3 out of 3. It's not a 3 out of 3. But with that being said, Raffy's will win this race. And let's give one final update to your Ionity fastest lap. It'll be Funny Raffy's back-to-back, where he has qualified on pole, won the race, and got the fastest lap. He has swept 2 races now in a row, and he'll go to Hankook Victory Lane. And now these drivers will get ready to go for a oval race at Pocono Raceway. We head to the Poconos. And Raffy's will burn down the house, and while he's doing that, I'd like to remind you this victory is fueled by the same ones who fuel you. Victory's first stop is presented by Maverick Adventures First Stop. And Raffy's goes to Hankook Victory Lane, back-to-back races. He won last week in Brazil. He wins this week in Portland. Could he go for 3 in a row at Pocono? He does have an oval win, so do keep that in mind. I believe he won at either Kansas or Michigan last year. I can't remember if it was... I think it might have been Kansas. Either way, it was one of those. It was a tri-oval. This is a triangle-shaped racetrack. I am confident he will do it this week. But Raffy's bunny hopping his way to victory lane. But Raffy's will win here at Portland. Somebody please get the confetti for me. I'm too lazy to do it myself. All right, I guess if I have to. Hold on. But Raffy's will get her done here in Portland. Hankook Victory Lane, the wooden trophy that has become a staple of our races here at Portland. Crafted by our woodworkers here in the Pacific Northwest. And the 4th ever time that this trophy's been given out. And it goes to Raffy's. He wins the Hankook 135, the race formerly known as the Hankook Oregon E-Prix. But Raffy's does it again, a back-to-back winner. Only a handful of drivers have achieved that in the Electric Racing Tour. We know the last one to do it was Max, but he joined some elite company. His 3rd career win in the Electric Racing Tour, and the picture will be taken here in 3, 2, 1. Picture. Doing the Gangnam Style in Victory Lane. Raffy's gets his 3rd win, his 2nd win on a road course. So he has out of his wins, 66% of them have been on road courses. And gets another win for Shark Motor Club, and that's going to do a world of good for them in the point standings. And I promise I will not wait a million years to do points this time. So Raffy's has just really leapfrogged himself in the standings, and heading into overdrive, this could be a big story for him. Could he be a championship contender heading into July and August? We're just going to have to find out. But that is going to do it from us here from the Electric Racing Tour crew, from Perez Sports Network. We thank you so much for tuning in here today from Portland International Raceway. Next week, the best of the Electric Racing Tour will have the weekend to themselves as they head to Long Pond, Pennsylvania, up in the Poconos for the Hershey's 175 from Pocono Raceway as they get ready to take 42 laps of the Tricky Triangle at Pocono Raceway, and then heading back to the short oval as we head north of the border for the final race in North America, at least for now, as we start a 3-race stretch of international races in Canada on July 12th. Or actually, no. Yeah, July 12th. As we head to the custom Southern Alberta Speedway for the Cal Tire 200, and then we head over to the Netherlands at Raceway Venray, a former NASCAR Euro Series racetrack for the Red Bull 200 for a race under the lights there, and then back to road course racing at Motorsport Arena Oschersleben in Germany for the Volkswagen German E-Prix, and then finally rounding out the regular season at Michigan. But with that being said, from all of us here at the Perez Sports Network, we thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, always remember to stay charged, and until next time, and you know there will be a next time, have a